Okay, let's get this very late stream started by booting up Skyrim. Got to remember where it is because I haven't used it for a few weeks. No, I have not actually played Skyrim since I last did one of these streams, which I think was about a month ago now. I think the last, was it 3 or 4 weeks I've completely and utterly missed because I'm a lazy cow who can't get fat. Ah! No. Fuck you, YouTube. Why do you keep demuting? Like, actually keep up with it. It's not even kept up with it. Yeah, fuck you, YouTube. Why do you have to demute it? Yeah. Few people don't want, don't use headphones and therefore don't exactly want volume to change. Or, you're using this as a chat viewer, but, there are applications where you want it to be muted and stay muted. Oh, you can't just click a button and turn it back on. Oh, no. Oh. So the new Skyrim shit hasn't come out either, by the looks of it. I don't know if... just gotta point out, I don't know if it's just absolutely fucking suspicious to anyone else, but pretty much everything Bethesda as a whole, not even just Bethesda Game Studios, has announced for the end of this year, 2019, has been delayed. For example, the largest Creation Club updates they've ever done for both Skyrim and Fallout 4 both been delayed. The massive Wastelanders update for Fallout 76, the one that actually adds like human NPCs and might actually make it playable. No, that's been delayed to next year as well. And I just recently learned that the new Doom Eternal, I think, that's been delayed. That was supposed to come out at the end of this year, probably November, because that's when Bethesda releases everything. But even that was delayed. It starts getting a wee bit suspicious, I think is the right word. That everything has been delayed. Oh, I miss your ability to zoom. It's something I miss. I also miss the ability to sprint jump, so take some, you lose some. This battle axe sucks. I'm fucking getting rid of that mage. Oh no, it's him that actually did the damage. Oh. I want to know which one's doing the damage. It's unusual when they're all high rank. Normally there's like one high rank and like 5 little nothings that don't do anything. How did I live without quick loot? Like, seriously, how did I live without it? Ooh, canis root, I can make some tea with that. But no, pretty much everything Bethesda's done for the end of this year has been delayed. But apparently, Fallout 76 will have private servers by the end of the year, which could be good news or another complete dumpster fire. It all depends on how they're doing it. And mods, they say mods will come for them at a later date, which not a surprise. But it is kind of like the only reason I would touch 76 at this point. And the private servers are I'll go into them. They're pretty much guaranteed to be paid. Which, comes off as like, that's kind of offensive, but it's the norm now, unfortunately. If it's a recurring payment, it's gotta have fucking full modding and probably a community offline mode. Because let's face it, Elder Scrolls modding communities are very, very good at balking the engines to do things they were never meant to do. I mean, just look at the script extender. Like, seriously, look at the script extender. That was never meant to exist, and yet it does. Oh, now it hits. Piece of crap. But no, they've actually... No, I can guarantee that if it is this offensive pay a more than once affair, that the community will all but guarantee... they'll find a way to make it go offline. I mean, apparently they did it for like that SimCity disaster that was always online for some bizarre reason. God, that butt's huge. But, you know, that's, yeah. People predict it'll probably come out today because for some reason Bethesda always updates 76 on a Tuesday, but no one's quite sure. Because and these are sad things, I still want to explore 76. I'm just not going to put up with online or Bethesda's horrible... You know, I'm not going to put up with other people, because holy fuck, that just ruins your immersion when you see someone... You know, it'll be like now. I see someone twatting past... You know, it's like... Because the player animation... You know, NPCs weren't meant to go as fast, and the animations look a bit dodgy to everyone else. But it'll be like... You're trying to line up a shot with the... Imagine you're trying to be a stealth archer, for example. And then you have someone shout and just run in like a moron. Take all your kills, steal all the crap, and before you've even had a chance to get you into position. That is what it's like. And that's just something I could never live with. Bethesda's horrible balancing is another one. I mean, playing PS4 just reminded me how bad it was. In that, a fucking dragon does like no damage. A Frost Troll's basic punch does more than a bloody dragon's bite does, which is just pathetic. Yeah, but balancing is just terrible. And in Fallout 4, no enemy was a threat to anything. You know, once you hit like level 20, nothing was a threat anymore because your weapons were just kind of gonna decimate everything. Because nothing had any resistance to it. Yeah, that was a problem. Oh. Lucian's gone. I'm surprised he's still alive, actually. Now he's gone. Cheat. Yeah, remember you can actually throw our giants. It is actually something you can do. They aren't actually immune to physics. What makes them actually quite interesting is that they aren't immune. So you can sort of cheat stunlock them like that. But no, the vanilla balancing is something I can't live with because of how uniquely crap it is. Also, I don't know why, but... Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't know why, but that's the ancient dragon material, in case you can't tell. It was a differentiator in case you ever went fully visible. But for some reason, that's the only dragon skin there's a texture swap for the default, and even though I'm pretty sure all of them would work like that, because That's the legendary dragon that's on. That's what that was based on. There is no way that should be like that, but it worked. You know, ice raves. Imagine trying to shoot them. Oh yeah, I can, and it's pretty awkward. Ugh, going into vanilla menu, ew. How did I live without quick loot, seriously? Ew. Like, seriously, how did I live without it? But no. You know, if there's one thing Bethesda can do, and it's something I've learned actually more I've learned playing with games with my father on PS4, the words playing with my father equals to he sucks, so I have to come in and help him get through pretty much anything, but let's just leave it at that. Is one thing I've noticed is pretty much only Bethesda's games are so intricately detailed. Every other game is, yes, it may be a technically larger world, but it's also got less going on in it. You know, you can find hundreds, if not thousands, of little tiny details in a Bethesda game. And you'll pretty much always stumble across something you've never stumbled across before. I mean, just a couple of days ago, in Fallout 4, I stumbled across a bank that I've, you know, an actual interior with a full vault that I've never come across before. And it's just like, even though it's like an actual location, it's not even like it's unmarked, which is an actual location. And yeah, I've never come across it before. You know, because the design is good and there's lots of little details that keep you busy from everything else. I mean, in Skyrim, I found things right on the edge of the map that you can't even really get to easily. And I thought, this can't be vanilla. I looked, there was a little Nordic rune, nothing in it, just, I think there was a frost troll outside. There was not actually any loot in it. It was a little Nordic ruin in the middle of nowhere. I was thinking, this can't be vanilla. But it was. It's one of those things that you just can't believe it's vanilla. And apparently, you managed to get well and truly lost because I forgot what I was going for. Wrong shout. The disturbing thing is she didn't fall over. Did I give her immunity? I might have given her immunity to it. I think there is actually you can give him a keyword that makes him immune to Fusrodar's knock over. I don't know if I did. Yeah, it's bad when you can't even remember if you gave your own NPC one.
Hold. Now cast.
Crossfail Mountain. Ooh, a fox. Just a wolf. That didn't take long. Not even 15 minutes in, and I've always had my first wolf encounter. I did not miss that. Yeah, you got... Okay, I don't know which is more blind, me or just a dragon. Get a bolt to be you blind worm. Like, seriously, that is blind. I know it's a weak one, but still, that is blind. Ow, I'm stuck. I am so blind. And yeah, that dragon somehow manages to be worse. Oh, it's Croesus's mound, isn't it? Yep. Why? Why? Why does that reset? You'd think it would be a case of if Croesus is dead, that doesn't pop over anymore, but no, it goes in the true Skyrim fashion. And I got turned around again.
Wool, Nakest.
Wait, what? I was coming up this... What? Oh, that's why it's that way. That's why I was confused. That's why I was befuddled.
Wool, Nakest.
So I believe it's this far right here, yes. He's the Atronach that's seen me.
Rhyme, see.
Eee! And fall down cliff. Yes, I thought it was the Atronach that saw me, because that one didn't pay attention. It was more alert than the others, at least. So I think that's one of the few Frost, Fire Atronachs that's actually pre-spawned, and hence lootable rather than a summon. I think there's many. Oh dear. You've died in a true Skyrim fashion. When the body physics. When you die in true Skyrim fashion. Even Fallout 4 bodies don't bend like that. I mean, only in Skyrim have I seen a body that dies like that. It's one of the funny Skyrim death positions. Oh, hello, Matt Agamafang. Sorry if I took forever to notice, I am a bit blind. I haven't done these for a while, I've sort of forgotten what I'm doing. And I get chatty even less frequently. Oh no. Not an axe of iron shittiness. Well, at least every bandit isn't in Daedric in glass, like Oblivion. That was always ridiculous. Ew. Spiders. Ugh. Speaking of spiders, for some reason my house has been a spider convention for some days. There's been loads of them this year. Don't know why. There's been spiders everywhere this year. So glad I got a wireless Hoover. Oh, you're not supposed to summon the dragons inside. Oh dear. And remember, this is a bug that could technically happen with Durnavir. So, just because there's nothing new about the summon, I just copied a Durnavir summon and gave it a time limit. Oh yeah, that was it. Quick light. I could live without quick light. I could not necessarily live without quick loot. Quick loot is kind of essential. Yeah. Yeah, you really think I'm stupid? Oh. Oh no! Vampires! Oh god, not again. Oh dear. Oh god, not again. Oh god, they're all clones. You gotta love when the genetic clones all spawn together. That's always amusing. Except I think they're pre-placed genetic clones, I don't think. But no. I went to the Ticonderoga safe house in Fallout 4 and oh god, that was ridiculous. Not only there was out of like the 5 NPCs that lived there that are generics, 2 of them were the exact same woman, and in the same place as well. That was what made it even funnier, wearing the exact same outfit. Yes, and then there was 2 clone men also stuck together in a room with nearly the same outfit, thankfully. So I didn't quite class them as genetic clones, because their outfits were slightly different. One had a bit better armour than the other. But the 2 women, they were exact clones. Like, actually exactly the same. It's... You know, you'd think the odds of that, and getting the random outfits to say, you know, aim would be different, but no.
Out. They're going to do something awful to me. There's a lever right there. Oh, I promise I'll help you get out of here. The book. But yes, the book will not interesting enough to keep me. Don't you need my help? Well, I was only trying to help. Fine. I'll just save myself then. Thank you for letting me out of that cage.
It really would be easier without an NPC waddling in front of you. The amount of times that happens is way too high to be a coincidence. You know, I thought mages were supposed to be intelligent. You know, they kind of portray themselves as intelligent. I mean, they go to college and everything. You know, they try and portray themselves as intelligent, but they're clearly not. Yeah, I did not mean to pick up a bloody drum. There is very little I will sling without mercy, and drums are one of them. Which is extremely heavy for a drum. Yes, go investigate your friend's corpse. Ah, didn't quite have the range to get back, Skelly. I was hoping to get them all at once. Multi-shots are always satisfying as all hell. Oh, Skellies. I know you suck, but still. Why would you ever have an army of Skellies when they suck that bad? Just one of those questions, if you're gonna raise things, why not raise something good? Or just raise a Skelly that's the most pathetic thing in the universe and falls together at the slightest inclination. I mean, even Shield Bass, they have like 5 health, it's ridiculously low. Oh no, not a familiar! Not a familiar. It's so... what's the word? Threatening? No. Craptastic? Yeah, that's the one. If you're gonna summon something good, not something crap. Here we got the key. This must be the way out.
Huh?
Wait a fucking moment. That's a shortcut back to where I was. Another pre-placed that track. An arrow in the back. Would you turn around because of an arrow in the knee? Everyone knows that arrows in the knees are fatal. See? Fatal. Oh no, another match is coming. These things are pathetic. They're so useless. Ew. You know what that is, and you know it's a chamber pot. Yeah, for a conjurer, you don't exactly conjure much. But the whole point of a conjurer was they conjured shit. Yeah, that's kind of in the name. But no, apparently not. Oh no, it's barred on the other side, that must mean it's the exit door. Yes, it's unrealistic that every dungeon has a bloody escape route. But it's actually really convenient. Like, really convenient. So you can't really deny it. I mean, unless you you can always walk back through the perfectly empty dungeon if you really want to. You know, there's nothing really stopping you doing it, but... Actually, no, there is some dungeons where you can't. There is actually like 1 or 2 dungeons where you can't, because I think you have to take a leap of faith and drop down. But other than that, pretty much every dungeon you can. There must be some... Oh no, it's just a reading circle. Yeah, at least a bit of booty in the middle. You know, I would definitely store my wine next to all my books that are, like, susceptible to water damage. Totally. Where's my tail all erect? It's weird. Oh no, it's a bed chamber. Would he climb over? Ugh, he wouldn't. I'm not scrolling down to that. I was gonna sling it, but it's more effort than it's worth. It's just occurred to me that Stealth Archer is hilariously broken. Yeah, archery in general is generally pretty broken because they can't fight back. You can just stand somewhere and exploit them because they can't reach you no matter what they do. Yeah, it's kind of a broken thing. And it somehow was even worse in Morrowind because you could just levitate and nothing could hit you. And just fly around casting spells at people or shooting bows or crossbows at them. And Morrowind somehow managed to be even worse balanced. Which is why I'm kind of glad, from what I can tell, that Skyrim, the Morrowind remake, in case you've forgotten, is doing levitation as it's only active while you're actively casting it sort of spell. Because it was kind of ridiculous. You know, it was a cast once and then it was like in effect for however many minutes and it was kind of broken.
So you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste.
Oh god, you're actually alert.
How nice to meet you. Names no longer matter. You may refer to me as the Caller. No.
Caller. Ooh, scary.
So you're just one of Aaron's lackeys. That's disappointing. You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work. You've annoyed. Oh, I'm afraid I'll allow you the opportunity to turn around, walk out that door, and never. How dare you!
How dare you! It's a big enough room. Oh. Oh, please, why? These aren't even good books! Like, I'm sure I've already got like 15 copies of these somewhere. Yeah, they're not even good books. It's the ultimate irony of the situation is these books are like the shittiest things you can imagine. Ooh, Daedric Bug. It's almost like Oblivion. Except if it was Oblivion, every single mage in here would have had Daedric something, not knives on them. Like every single one would have had a Daedric dagger. Or glass. If we were unlucky, there would be glass, otherwise there would be Daedric. Did I just... What the f... Okay, I'm not going to pretend I know what happened there. Let's just move on. Now, next Questadoodles is... Nearest Questadoodles. Where are you? A naked Antito is dead, which is directly... that way.
Hold, now cast.
No, it's rolling away. Now it's no longer rolling away, it's rolled away. Imagine if NPCs could stealth archer, they would be so broken. Oh, I've still got my light on. That explains a lot. Oh no. Whee! Splat. Whee! Splat. Ooh, it's gold. Not Nord. He's my best friend. Oh, which one's the necky? I can't tell, she's gone inside. That one. You! The wolves! Not the wolves. They're so, omnipresent and non-threatening. Especially when they've run away. Wolves are shit. They are so uniquely shit.
Hold. Now cast.
I'm gonna slow down for a wolf, that's for sure. The fucking wolf. It's not even worth my time.
Hold. Now cast.
There's my other giant. I need its toes. Where is it? Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Just about to see it through the grass. It's hiding, Oblivion style. I swear I've killed her. Yes. Funny is, I don't think they were supposed to respawn. I'm not sure if they were meant to respawn or not. Who knew? A bear! Bonebreak Plague is coming. Oh, talk about luck. Derpy's actually a dragon, that's one of the random spawn ones. Differentiated by the fact that I couldn't give them a gigantic ass. But that's the only difference, really. And they don't regenerate health either, because they're less, difficult to take down. Oh, dodgy landing pads. Oh, crap. I made a mistake. When you forget how powerful they actually are. I thought I could take one bite without dying instantly. That was embarrassing. And of course I'm right back to where I started, but I know where I'm actually headed this time, so... Well, that was embarrassing, wasn't it? Oof. Oh, my stinker's barking. How a little dog can have so much bark, I don't know. It's like a 1.5 2 foot long at most. You can bark eternally. Quite how a little stinker like that can bark so much, I really do not know. He's like 13 or 14 as well, he's an old little dog. And yet, he doesn't just bark, and this is the thing, he doesn't just bark either. He sort of spins around backwards while barking, it's really weird. It's a strange, strange little dog. This is what I get for not quick saving. Because unlike a Deathclaw, I can't just shoot it from keep running away and shooting it. I mean, who knew? Bears. Do you believe that dead bears float? Dead bears definitely float. See? Dead bears float. Better than Durzogs, actually. Do goblins float? Do they float? No. Let's see. Oh yes. They all float. They all know who they float. Oh, this guy, I've once had that guy actually stuck in the ground before. Like, actually sort of half stuck in the ground, it was quite funny. It's one of those things that, it's funny so you screenshot it, sort of things. I'm sure, some people use a sickening amount of EMBs that actually make the game unplayable to take these overly produced screenshots. Other people use screenshots to do silly shit. To take silly shit that they see. It's a record of the stupidity that you see. Sometimes you do a nice beauty shot, but you can do. But you can also use them to do really silly shit, because silly shit's fun. Silly shit's what makes an urn go round.
Now test.
Ooh, creep cluster. That's funny. Everything else I've encountered has been different. But this giant camp is the same two giants. A standard giant and a cave giant. It's the same two giants. That's weird. the dragons will be the same. Well, dragon, the dragoness will be exactly the same. Which that she's like actually, you know, placed there. She's not a random spawn. She's actually placed there. But this time I'm gonna make this. Yep, it's the same type. It's funny. The random spawn was a bear rather than a wolf, and some Durzogs and a goblin. Really? You're summoning a guardian spirit for a fucking skeever? Oh yeah, I'm gonna cheat. Oh, it's an elder one, which means it's about middling. It's not the most dangerous, but it's also not the lightest either. I can't remember. Is Elder an actual dragon rank, or is that one I came up with to sort of be a sort of middling one? I think it's one that I don't think it's a real one. I think it's like ancient. Well, that's one of those down, so add a third notch to that one. They aren't half fighting, are they? You see the spectral one. I can still just about see this. No, they're gone. Can you see why I called it Earthy? I mean, it doesn't fly backwards over the mountain anymore, but it still flies off. Oh, goblins. Oh, you're going to... Oh, it's the one with that really broken spell that can do so much damage randomly. Die. You're not the fox. Now I can actually head towards Stone Hills knowing it's safe from dragon attack. Because that's why I did this diversion. Now I can't remember if this is a grave that's already open, or one that becomes open. Yeah, Alduin opens. I'm imagining because it's already open and I don't recall seeing one crawl out of there, that it's one that like Milmer or something comes from. Is that a random vampire? It's a random This is a random vampire. What the? A random non-hostile vampire? The fuck? I've never seen that before in my life. Thank you, God Beast. We is safe now. Well, unless Derpy respawns, but they don't tend to respawn. It's funny, because Derpy should never have had that behaviour. Because it's not like dragons can't land around here. It's nice, it's big, it's flat. It's not like that bit on Soulstone where there's not a big flat area for them to land on. Where they will always just like fly off towards the mountain because their spawn's in a really weird place. Going for a midnight walk is that's good for me because I don't get breaking and entering.
Ever think about spending more time around town?
Not
I
when
try to think of it as
there's a
helping
you remind me of myself a few years ago. Now I've got a beach to travel again.
Yay.
If you're leaving town, I wouldn't mind coming with
I keep
for a
hearing
while.
stories about Morrowind.
Farewell.
Sounds like a wretched place.
It's not wrong, Morrowind kind of is a wretched place. And where's called Spectral Assassin? Oh, it's clearly on cooldown.
Do you ever want to go to Morrowind, Sandus?
I've been in Skyrim my whole life. Why would I want to leave? What is it? Dragons? I think I like the lake here just a little more.
Yeah, Morrowind is a horrible place. Yeah, it's mostly ash, which is delightful, and it's not exactly not exactly friendly to people who aren't born and bred there and done. And I said and, not and or, and. If you aren't born, bred, and raised in Morrowind and are Dunmer, you are basically treated like shit in Morrowind. Even if you are a Dunmer, they are that nice. Hand creams. Now this is not much of an inn. I'd say it's more of a tavern than an inn. Or a pub.
Greetings. What can I get for you? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Do stop by again.
Who doesn't put beds in their pubs? You know, doors. Like, why would you want to see someone sleeping? Could you sleep knowing someone was watching you? It's kind of awkward and difficult to do. Oh no. I thought I'd been teleportated.
Still no word from the Keithis.
It's a nice enough little pub, but it's not exactly an inn. It is definitely more of a pub than an inn. You know, its primary purpose is to sell alcohol, therefore it is a pub. It might have rooms to rent, but it's primarily a pub. Yeah, no one's concerned. Her ass is as big as a house, but no one's concerned. Ooh, a fox. Okay, let's see where we're going now. Yeah, might as well make the... Do we have any other Winterhome business that takes it's coming back there? No. In which case, we'll make it a long, long trek back to Winterhome. Really, even in the middle of the night.
Need something?
Yeah, there is called obsession.
Need something?
Yeah, there's something so unwholesome about that.
Hold! Now cast!
Ooh, a plant! Standard reflex. Ooh, flowers. Flowers. I dare anyone to play Skyrim and never pick a flower, ever. I dare them.
Hold! Now cast!
And a prerequisite, you must have at least 100 hours in Skyrim anyway to attempt the challenge. And you must go an entire run without ever picking a wildflower. Or other plant. Basically, you're not allowed to pick shit up in the form of plants. I would have failed that many times already, because I can't resist picking. It's like, ooh, a flower. It's like, ooh, flowers. You drop what you're doing to pick up the flowers. Also, apparently, the massive amounts of more hot plants and other harvestables isn't the only change from Special Edition. You know, outside of like the enhanced lighting. Apparently, the vampire attack random encounter on a town, the town random encounter that like has random vampire attacks was disabled. Probably because it was really, really annoying to go into town and then suddenly meant any named NPCs are dead because random vampires spawned in, which quickly and easily overwhelmed the useless guards. Oh, you know you got to. You know you've got to. Yeah, there are certain things that you just know you've got to do. Oh yeah, gotta die in the Skyrim position. Oh, the staff of zombies. Zombies are so not scary. You know, even the zombies that, you know, your traditional shambling zombie is just not scary and hasn't been for a very long time. But I would argue to say it hasn't been scary since the days of black and white, which is kind of the colour everything in Skyrim's gone at the moment, because all those blessed clear skies. Oh no. Wolves. Wolves. So awful. Have I maxed out light armor yet? Yes, I have. Just curious. What the f... What in the... Okay, that's bizarre. there's a random, quite large invisible wall that I can go through. And yet, when I go round it, I can go back in. That is bloody bizarre. Oh, great. This is a mountain that cannot be climbed. I thought that was going to be fatal, but I pressed the wrong button anyway. No, I forgot you can't go round the wall. Winterhome. So, because Winterhome, you'd think you'd be able to... It's actually one of the few cities that you can actually get above and notionally jump into, but they did actually invisi-wall it. Oh dear, what the fuck is that? I think I know why I couldn't go... I think I know why there was invisi-wall. I think that was supposed to be part of... Winterhome was supposed to be part of that. Let's leave this place for a bit. I think that was supposed to be a part of Winterhome there. Let's just teleport. I'll say I took the carriage. Winterhome's in the middle of fucking nowhere. And it is a dead end as well. It's kind of like the worst of both worlds. Yeah, there's only like one way in and one way out unless you're prepared to jump off a cliff. Bloody hell, you can see Castle Volkiar for a long way away. There it is over there. The shit college. The only place with an automatic door.
New here too, eh? I'd hoped I wouldn't be the only Nord, but I should have known better. I'd better get going.
You can see me? Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible. Or at least transparent. There may be a matter in the various points of
oh no.
Magic energies around the college can become polluted.
The Archmage believed it important. It must be powerful.
We don't know that.
What are you
Don't know
looking
what it
at?
is. Where is Orin anyway?
Well, thank you. Nida, did you read it yourself? If I recall it... And here, in his quarters with that Thalmor, on Kano. Something urgent,
Can
it
you-
sounded like.
Can you possibly help Jazar?
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
No, I think Jazargo asking for help's one of the funniest things I've ever heard of. I mean, it's Jazargo. His ego were
Jazar
asking...
continues to struggle with words. You have time to practice?
Maybe later? I'm so
It's always encouraging. Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful...
Yes.
Is that the one about something buried beneath...
I never read the thing, but yeah.
I just can't seem to... If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment...
You know, the funny thing is I would like to actually read the books one day, but it's kind of like a long process.
Quite unlike anything we've seen before.
What on earth is Jazargo doing?
Staying out of the
Oh, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am. My extensive experience.
Remind me. Why is it that he attacks my follower kills him in justified revenge, you know, fully legal revenge, no bounties, and I get booted out of the college apparently, because this idiot decided to get himself killed.
Ah, yes. There was an incident, wasn't there?
An incident.
Well, as this is the first time this has happened, as an act of good faith on your part, strictly to cover damages, you understand, I believe 250 gold should be sufficient.
To cover damages.
Oh, excellent. And I'll make sure the suspension is lifted. I'm glad we were able to clear this matter up. And I do hope we don't need to have this talk. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must
No,
intrude.
I'm just
That I speak.
amused. You know, a college member dies, I mean, technically it wasn't my fault. I mean, you piss off you fire at an Argonian vampire, she's gonna cut your head off, but...
Yes.
Of course, these idiots... And it's only 250 gold, it's less than the fine for murder. And they wonder why the Nords hate them.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go. Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone more important. So we're going to go have a little chat with him. Technically, that is true, but I still report to the old Mer. Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless.
And why can't we just throw an axe into his head? I mean, would anyone even know? I mean, you could dump his body overboard.
I said let's go now.
Come on. You know how to use a door, don't you? Apparently not. Come on. Come on, little elf. Come on.
I said let's go.
I'm pushing you.
I said let's go now. All you need to know is that the Sijic, they have clashed with the Old Mary Dominion before.
Apparently this bloody college believes itself above the law, but we'll leave that to the pro.
You are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
You mean the guy who actually has mastered teleportation and slowing time will be removed from college grounds with what? Gentle words?
Please, what you learn here will last you. I mean you no harm. Several, if you're talented. It is good to meet you in person. I've given us a chance to. The situation here at your college is of dire importance. And attempts to... I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object. The energy coming from it is... The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here. I'm afraid it's... You must understand, the Sijic Order... My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion. Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. As you may have learned,
yes,
the world
yes.
is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused.
By Ancano, yes, we gathered that already. The Falmor aren't exactly trustworthy.
Father, something will happen soon. Something that cannot be avoided. We believe that your efforts should be directed to... I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my... His perception may be more coherent than ours. I am sorry I cannot...
Woo.
Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Well, were you about to say What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here she is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if
It's like the worst act ever.
We'll see about this.
Yes, his act is unbelievably awful. I mean, would you believe that? Yeah, it's one of those things, it's like, get help. It's not believable in the slightest. Oh, I'm actually going to follow him, because I've never done that before. I'm actually going to follow this loop and see what happens. I've never actually seen this. So, I thought they just disappeared. I didn't realise he actually walked him after college.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
I'm curious as to what he does. Does he just go have a drink at the inn or something?
You must excuse me. I shouldn't be here.
Wait for the others to catch up. I am curious as to what he does. Does he just walk and just disappear, or does he actually teleport away? Of course he moves at the speed of a slug, but... I am actually curious now. That's stupid. Because no one's ever figured out they can repair a bridge. Okay, taking bets. Disappears once he leaves college grounds or goes to the inn. Or other. I'm probably going to go with disappears once leaving college grounds. Oh, he's so slow. Like, so slow. No, it's just got stuck on out. Ugh, where is... Someone Lucian. This Miss Alduin. This fat ass. And back to feasting on the dead.
Magic. Deep and ancient. It resonates from the college. Like the beating of...
Does he just keep walking until he disappears? Yeah, I know I say curiosity killed the cat, but he didn't kill the sharkling, so... Now stupidity, that kills a sharkling. Have I cast an illusion spell at any point in my life? Oh god, he actually does. I said that as a joke, I don't think he actually will go to the inn. Oh god, he actually does.
We got warm food, warm drinks, warm beds.
Let's have a look around.
Just say the word if you need a drink or something to eat.
Ah, so that's how they do it. That's what happened. Well, that's what they do.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God duty.
So it's a bit of both, actually. He goes both to... He does go to the inn, but that's where he disappears from the world.
Wold, now cast!
Cunning, but...
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits.
I don't know, murder's clearly not one of them. Now. Oh, I am tempted. I know I'm in here. The question is, can I find it, or does it... Oh, of course, there's like 3 of them watching it. Of course, I need to go in this bloody chest. Oh, stealth is broken. You know, seeing shit like that is why I have a model for Fallout 4 that makes enemies much more alert. That, and it also makes them alert at range. It doesn't just make them more alert, it also makes them more alert at range, because I was a bit disappointed at how firefights only seem to take place in the first 5 foot, and then they seem to not know you were there. Which made being a sniper way, way too easy. There we go, now we can go in the chest of crackness. Take all the rings. Belle and Catalina Piffy. And Trio is.
From my youth and the glistening crimson on fields of white.
Now, was it that I went there so I could release the pirate Dremora, which I can't kill him. Like, he's a Dremora defying the Daedra to go dick around and be a pirate, because why not? He tells you the location of his booty. And because he's a pirate, booty is very much appropriate. Ooh, shrooms. And you! Dwarger! The Dwarger for Dunlane! Really? I stumble across...
Wanna master the arcane arts in space. Yeah, arcane arts in space. Wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home.
I can never remember how to use the bloody Atronach Forge. I never remember the combinations of shit that you need to make it work. I know it's base core plus... I think I know what it is. I think it's Space Core plus Iron Helmet equals Dover Core Helmet. I think.
Wanna master the arcane arts in space.
I think. I know Space Core plus something equals. And I think it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Iron Helmet there. I think. Nope. No, I can't. Of course, I think you need a sigil stone for it to make the good shit. And I never have that, so... Oh, I know there's bloody ring platforms in here somewhere, but I can never navigate this place. Yeah, if I'm looking for the Ogre of Dunlane, I find something else. If I'm looking for something else, I find the Ogre of Dunlane. If I'm looking for the Atronach Forge, I can never find it. I can never navigate the middle. I know an Easter egg. There's an icy wraith. Icy wraith. No.
There is no help for you here. There is no solace in knowing your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist.
Oh. I always find a thing I'm not looking for. Oh my fucking... Oh god, that's bright.
That which you have been seeking.
Yes, you are, and you're the brightest piece of shit I've ever seen.
Are in vain. It has already begun.
Yeah. Oh god, it's so bright it's actually washing out the chat menu. Look! It's actually washing out the chat menu.
You seek that which all who wield magic seek.
Yeah, you never notice that normally, but the Order of Dunlight is so fucking bright.
Knowledge will corrupt. It will destroy. It will consume. Sister, you seek meaning, shelter in knowledge. You will not find it. The Thalmor sought the same thing, and it shall lead to his end, as it has so many others. The Black Hand, but you have been named listener. No, though you may be the last, the one who calls himself Unkano.
Oh god, come on. Like, because he's not strictly an NPC. You'd think he'd just be an NPC stuck in a specific animation, say floating, with a glowy visual like, I don't know, Meridia. But no, he's one of the ones that you're basically talking to an NPC in another cell, which is why you can't skip. Like most of the Daedra except Navira, and I think Nocturnal as well. When you sell your soul, I think Nocturnal's an actual NPC. Might not be though.
Wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center. So you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
Yay. Ugh, finally. Oh, gotta look at something else. Stare at Kira's face for a second. Get used to things that aren't blindingly bright. Ugh. No, a bloody skeleton. No, not the bloody skeleton, it's the most threatening thing ever. Arr, there she blows. Blaming this crate of goodies. Bipolar blade. I believe was a Morrowind item. Oh, it only allows the right one. Pifikins. Of course, it's piffs.
Lead, and I will follow, child of darkness.
So I get the feeling the Mage's College just wasn't explained much. It should be back aboard me ship, like a true pirate.
I had to ferret away some booty nearby.
See, some booty. True pirate adventure.
We stashed what we couldn't carry, and I hid it with a trigger. Names have power, lass. You should know by
See, that's why it's... That's the strange thing, is that he speaks very, very much like a pirate, but he doesn't say me ship like a pirate would. It's weird.
There's a smart lass. Check the map. The loot's hidden there. It'll show itself when...
I can't not free the pirate at Drumora. I think he's hilarious. Yeah. He defies the Daedra and goes fucking around being a pirate. How can you not respect that and free that? How can you not respect and love that? Oh god. Oh god, he does not shut up! Like ever. Now that's pointless. Okay, granted, that's pointless does describe pretty much everything to do with the Midden, but still. It's the Atronaka Forge. The Atronake Forge. You know. Through Skelly Alley. The shonkiest ladders in history. Gee, like
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest.
Oh, I'm looting his Stone of Baron's Eye while I'm here. Yeah, if he's not going to be in his room, I'm going to loot it. I placed these here for me anyway, so... One of them I placed here for me.
We are bonded now, you and I.
I'm sure he has a Stone of Baron's Eye. I'm sure he has a Stone of Baron's Eye. Clearly not.
In life, I was but a speaker for the Black Hand, but you have been named listener. There is no higher honor.
Oh god, this collie makes no fucking sense. Like, no sense at all. This one takes you straight down to the identical corridor or stairwell. On the other side takes you down to the... yeah.
Approve at all. I do not approve at all. I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sijic Order.
I do not approve at all.
And then he just leaves. Hope we didn't offend him somehow.
This one than me.
Better this one than me. I must have the ability to resurrect these fuckers. But no. Ah. Really? These things suck! Seriously! Necromancy sucks, why do you bother?
The college's reputation in... Really? And... I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff. And how do you know of this? Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone... I certainly... Since you went so far as to seek out something as specific and ancient as the staff of... I seem to recall Mirabelle. I'm quite pleased with your... This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Seriously, what level is this fucker?
There is murder.
Yeah.
I can taste it.
I hope Mirabelle is helpful. Be careful!
I do not approve at all. It doesn't even work. Why should you approve? Right, she's in there. Necromancy's so shit because everything's too high level for us. Which also sums up illusion and pretty much all the other skills that are based on level.
If there are any problems, let me know. It's my... Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world? I can appreciate that but let's not jump to any conclusions or assign it importance. The Augur. Just what have you gotten yourself involved? Whatever is going on, whatever you're up to? Well, it's said to be very powerful. But
and yet it runs out of charge really quickly and it's shit.
I've no doubt that it actually exists, but no one has seen... The only time I've heard it mentioned was when those Synod characters showed up some months ago looking for it. Mages based out of Cyrodiil. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable and it became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power. No one here. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the... It sounded like they were heading there, though they... I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Resolved yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Let me give you a bit of advice. You want to work on something that's not official? There are some. Purposely killing your fellow college members is a bad idea.
You know, it's only 250, it's cheaper than murder.
And assault can get you into trouble as well. Sister. As for research, well, if you're going to need live test subjects for your experiments, I hope you've got some coin. Let's just take a look then.
This shifty little fucker. Who is, I believe, the only known source of Daedra, like guaranteed source of Daedra hearts. You know, as far as I know, he's the only source of Daedra hearts that's guaranteed in merchants. It makes him unique in that aspect. Dude. Oh, iron. Steel garbage. Got a lot of black mage boots. Good boy, Amphia. You bought all my shite. Or at least some of my shite. I don't think any merchant in Skyrim could ever buy all of my shite. Or at least with the ability to give me money for it. Because if they go over like 3,000 30,000, they basically can't sell you shit anymore. Where is Mazulf? It's not taking a piss as much as Dawnguard does, so that's a plus, I guess. Because Dawnguard really takes a piss with the distances.
Look!
God, shut up. I don't think he's capable of shutting up.
Some are saying the Sijic monks have been seen in Skyrim. They're an ancient order.
Look!
Oh, it's not a particularly nice night, but hey, the moon's big tonight. God, that moon is big though. That's a Kundra or Master, I can never tell. I don't care, it's fucking enormous. God, I'll be a bit creepy seeing a moon that big. Oh God, shut up. Kill the go. Try out necromancy. That's a goat. My battle goat. No one ever said you had to revive things that were useful. That's the first failing of a necromancer, is assuming that what you're actually reviving can fight.
By sure. Is that Sura's star? How did you come to possess such a rare treasure?
A necro goat.
What do you need, Bard?
Got a necro goat. Look at it. Look at it. It's a necro goat. Like goat. Yeah, just running.
You have vanquished the great evil from Skyrim. You have saved this land and our very souls.
It's a goat. Yeah, you just see a goat with an unholy glow on it. And then, out of nowhere, the goat just disintegrates. And you're thinking, what the fuck was that? Wouldn't you? Be honest. If you were that guard, you'd be like, what the? Necromancy illegal! I hear combat music. But it's now gone. Weird. Oh, it was for this trollolol. Oh no! It's an elder troll! Dude, damn elder trolls, you see. Oh no, it's just mine. Goblin War. Weaklings!
You're
You know, I see a Stormcloak camp, I can't resist. You know, I see a Stormcloak camp, I cannot resist that. It's just delicious. Look at them. Om nom nom. Om nom. Om nom nom. Oh, look at them. They're so pathetic. Oh, really? They just died that easily? Really? Just that pathetic? Oh, Mirak cultists. My favourite. What a delicious snack. Nom nom nom. Where's the last one? It's around here somewhere. There you are. Come here, where beasts must feed. Stop rolling down the hill. Oh. I don't have a map. That's the only downside. And I can't pick flowers. Which is a pretty major downside, actually. Ooh, banditos, yum yum. I think I've actually gone too far east, but okay. Doesn't really matter, because banditos are delicious. Oh, look at all that fresh meat. Okay, I wouldn't exactly call bandits fresh, but let's move on. You know, dirty, unwashed savages might be the right term. Bandit thug. Nom nom. Yeah, it's just dawned on me, this must be demoralising as all hell. You know... you know, a werebeast just comes in, eats doesn't even stop, doesn't even put priority on actually fighting, and just eats everyone. That would be bloody demoralising as all hell. Oh, for fuck's sake! Inside a building? You know, it's not even supposed to be able to... Clearly the building doesn't count as a large space. I probably should climb this Mountino, shouldn't I? Come on. Oh yeah. Werebeasts can't jump. Weaklings! Oh, for love, stop summoning them inside my face. Gotta stay away from civilization like this because I don't like it. What the f... That is the strangest spot I've ever seen a hag raven in. Oh, it's just an ice troll. Icy troll. Icy troll. Oh yeah, so that leg sort of glitch out going up this mountain. Sacelum of Boethia, Sacelum of Boethia, 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 that's it. From this point on it'll be called Boethia. Climby mountain, I think that's used in Legacy. It's too remote to be anywhere else. Yes, this form is definitely not suited for climbing the mountains. For climbing off the mountain. Ah, that was the official way up. Oh, hunters! Delicious! Snacks! Nom nom nom. And the... yeah, I'm also going to put... yay, I can eat creatures now. You know, I love how companions don't give a faintest shit about what you do. Yeah, you can steal... I think there's some companions... you know, there's a system that allows them to have a... well... feelings. Aw. I don't think it's as demoralising as the goblins to see a werebeast come in and eat their Durzog, so... That's the orc mine, don't want to go too close to that. What the f... die, beast. I take offense to that. Goblin War. Does oh, that's directly sure, so that's clearly not. God, this was a big goblin party, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll de-beast form and suddenly be like 500 pounds. Goblins are fat creatures. I mean, I'm almost there. Oh, it's stuck on a cliff, isn't it? Yep. And also let Kira deal with that. Also got another. Oh no, the perks are really slow, that's why. Oh, mama. Well.
Is this that dwarven city? I hear the treasure from their ruins is worth a fortune.
You can pick flowers even like. I love how you can go through doors, but you can't pick flowers. You know, you can do certain shit, but not other shit. No, I think there's actually shit to pick up in here. So I'll just deform, which might take several hours because I have eaten a lot. Yeah, you know, whole Stormcloak camp, that the whole bandit camp, entire goblin group. Yeah, I'm still. There we go. Several hours later. All because I need to strip a single nude. Because the, you know, let's face it, it's what the Dwemer would do. Because the Dwemer were assholes. I mean, look at that. That's an incredible amount of spikes coming out of the floor. Sorry, rhythmic. Gotta be rhythmic. You know, I once came back a whole dungeon just to go in there to make sure. No, it wasn't working. Really? Dawnguard's classification of a large area is a bit suspect. You know, because she has the same lockouts as Durnavir, so she shouldn't be spawning in this environment. But apparently you could summon Durnavir there. So... Anyway, the depth lock picking so much harder in Skyrim. I'm used to Fallout 4's piss easy lockpicking where you basically cannot fail. Seriously, Fallout 4's lockpicking is so easy. Even on console, where the only special skills I had were endurance and strength, because, you know, carry weight purposes. Even with that, it was still a joke at how easy it was. It's just... And yet Skyrim's actually is pretty difficult even with high skill. There is a chance that you'll actually break a pick. I think the sweet spots are smaller. And lockpicks are a lot more fragile. The question is, which is the official way? It looks like it's that one, so you go the other way first. Standard dungeon delving tactics go the way that isn't the marked way. That's where the booty tends to be. Oh, Dwemer ship weighs a ton, forgot that. Oh god. Oh god. That doesn't help. I mean, I've got 600... It's a solid... Yes, I'm littering. It's the only thing they can do. Dunk. Lesson not learned. Oh yeah, lesson most certainly not learned. You go town, sell shit. Why the fuck linen wrap so heavy? It's the hip bone, it's very important. Yes, sweep all my crap up. My platters. Lesson not learned. Don't pick shit up. Stretchy, stretchy. Oh no. Oh god. Very Nordic gates. Ooh. Ooh. Oh dear. Wow, that's got a lot of ears. Was that some sort of mutant with 3 ears? Or are full ears like dog tags, you collect them to report to your superiors. Glowing shrooms. I hear Fulmer. Let's go through. Ooh, dig site. Ding, ding, ding. You little synod. See, the Dwemer actually secured their shops well. I hate finding master locks, they're always the worst. Yay, I found a sweet spot 5 lockpicks later. Yay! It's good trouble I have so many lockpicks. Bad little former. Take your ears. Your many numerous ears. That looks suspicious. You know you got to go the wrong way first. Ow. So necessary as well. Memorial. Yay, the Adro. Shh, little one. Oh crap, I didn't mean to even pick that up. One of the things you don't even mean to pick up. Bonk. It's nice when it's on the middle. That made sense, locking it. I mean, that door. Locking the chest itself, however, makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Because, well, it's made out of chorus. How the fuck do you lock that? Yay, I trimmed. Funny, I trimmed by accident in Skyrim, a game where trimping is not actually a feature. And yet I can't trimp for the life of me in TF2 except on the group keep, and even then I sometimes fail. That's funny.
Gavros, is that you?
Yes.
Let me get the door.
Don't. You just happen to have the same knock, do we?
Yes? What are you doing here? What have you done with Gavros? It was the Falmer, wasn't it? If Gavros is gone, there is no hope. He was supposed to return, and you, if you're here for treasure or win. It didn't work the first time. I tried to tell Gavros, but he wouldn't listen. No, it won't be too cold. Well, I was right, wasn't I? Focused completely wrong by the time. Gavros had to cart it all the way back to Cyrodiil. Left the rest of us here to... I don't know what sort of help you expect from me, but if you could actually find the crystal, I'd... Who are you? Where's Gavros?
Gavros actually did pretty well. Because this Fulmer is the one with the crystal. Or Gavros was the one that died, right? Like, no, it can't be because that was a woman, so it must be one of the ones further in.
Please tell me you... I was almost beginning to think, well, with the Fulmer skulking around, I'll explain on the way. No matter what Gavros said, this was my idea first.
Round the drama cube. Round the sphere. Oh, I don't know, Borg.
Hey, watch it!
This machine, next star, and then, I'm not sure, split it somehow. It was my idea to replace what...
Come on. Flames and frostbite. Flams. Frostbite.
Let's just hope they got it right this time.
Yes, I'm ready. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Paratus.
It is. Magnificent, isn't it? Took an incredible amount of work to get it running again. Now I'm hoping it'll all be worth it. And we can start the process for focusing it.
There we go. All three line up nicely with one of the rings.
What's this? These results, they're not at all what they should be. This projection should be lit up.
I love how on the map says, you know, Vardenfell is clearly shown as a volcano, and it's like the only thing on Morrowind.
Is this some attempt to stall my work? So what is it? Did you know what we were attempting? Are you here to make sure your plan worked? Well, explain yourself. You show up here just as our work nears completion, and now I can't... Do you think me a fool? Do you think I'm... How did you do it? Either you're... You have something at your college, don't you? Something immensely powerful, beyond anything I've anticipated. Well, that's interesting. Yes, the staff. Interesting. I can't explain the details. That would be giving away...
The funny thing is that's pointing at Labyrinthian
Also, I doubt you
and College Winterhold, although it's actually kind of College Winterhold's more here.
It was the inspiration for this idea. Instead of projecting the sky, we project all of Tamriel, and then harness the latent energies to overlay the positions of... What's important is that all...
This map also shows how fucking huge Cyrodiil is.
of great magical power.
I mean, Cyrodiil goes down like all the way down here as well.
And yet, in the end, only 2 locations have been revealed to us. One is your college. The other, well, that can only be Labyrinthian. So, mage from Winterhome, even if all you've said here is lies, I know... So fine. Trudge off. This is not over. I assure you. Am I? Am I? I think I...
Yeah, whenever you say you're crazy and you go, am I? Am I? You know that...
Confuse me. Well, I mean, yes. Certainly it is. But that doesn't... The council will be informed of this. They will find out what...
They will they? You died with the fall. You died with by Fulmer like everyone else. Yeah, he died by Fulmer like the rest of them. It was convenient, and the Fulmer stripped into their underwear because the Fulmer are dicks, apparently. Ugh. Oh no, Sigic time.
You have done well thus far, but trying times are ahead. It is imperative that
I don't remember him calling me Nerian.
You will be called on to take swift action.
Yeah, I gotta go. Oh, will I prevail, will I? Well, of course I'll prevail. Bleed Dragonborn, I'm destined to do anything. Don't need a physical questline where you're a bumbling retard who goes down in one shot. Like, seriously, the Thieves Guild questline was written as if you weren't actually capable of fighting. It's like, you can't take on Mercer. I've taken on a literal god in the form of Alduin, and you think I can't take on some useless thief? Kind of offensive. Anyway, that is the end of the stream because I ran out of time. So, thank you for watching. Subscribe or donate if you want. Donation links in the description as per usual, as is a list of all past live streams. Good. Bye. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cease.